Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Today I just wanted to talk about my insights after 4.5 years on the raw vegan lifestyle. Actually, maybe just a slight bit more. June will be 5 years for me. So thought I would talk about that today. Got outside. Hopefully the wind won't blow my tripod over and it won't affect the sound. I just wanted to shoot outside today, so I'm out here on my sun deck, where in about 45 minutes I'll be taking my son. And also I do yoga out here sometime, and also dog likes to be lazy and sleep over there. Yeah, she likes to follow me around while I'm doing stuff. But anyhow, okay, what are some of my insights after 4.5 years on this lifestyle? For one thing, at 53, I absolutely feel the best. Well, I'll be 53 in March. I have a birthday in March. At 53, almost 53, I feel the absolute best that I've ever felt in my life. I don't have bad days. I don't have off days. I don't have sick days. Very, very few that I can probably count on one hand, maybe a finger on the other hand in this whole time. And usually that comes just from, I'll just have kind of the general crud feeling, after a travel day. Sometimes, not very much anymore, but it does happen from time to time. But yeah, generally there's no ifs, ands, and buts. It's like back, I remember before how sometimes you just woke up and you didn't feel good. And you'd wonder why. And now that I've, kind of been focusing on diet and focusing on my health and being very aware of what I'm putting into my body, I understand it a little bit more because I control it. Before, I looked back and I realized that I wasn't in control of my body and how I felt before. And to be quite honest, I didn't know that you actually could be in such control of your body. I have almost flawless, perfect digestion. Now, and I'm sorry to some of the people out there, because I know and I read it all the time and I see it all the time and I hear it all the time. And I just cringe a little bit, and I feel for the person about all these gut disorders out there, because I kind of had a bad stomach as a kid. I kind of had an anxious stomach, I guess what you want to call it or whatever. But mostly coming into this lifestyle, even though I drank a lot and ate some terrible stuff, I had pretty good digestion coming into this lifestyle. I didn't get stopped up. I didn't have days and days and days of not going to the bathroom. But now it's just almost flawless, and it's almost, and it's also the feeling too. I was thinking this morning, it's the feeling of just being light all the time, like you're constantly cleaning out the inside, like you're not carrying around a lot of excess. And when you're eating a low-fat, plant-based diet with a lot of fiber, and especially with the high fruit and the greens like I'm eating, there's not much staying in there. You're constantly cleaning. There's not much staying in that colon, to sit and putrefy, whatever. But yeah, my digestion is just absolutely excellent. Energy is off the hook, and it's a different type of energy. It's more of a balanced energy. I don't have the ups and downs like I used to. Probably a lot of that has to do with the caffeine as well. I've never completely, I'll be honest, I've never completely given up caffeine. I've just never been really moved to make a big deal out of that. I will go for period. I don't drink much when I do. I do like a cup of coffee at times though, but I'll drink 1 cup of coffee, and sometimes I'll drink 1 cup of coffee for 4 or 5 days in a row, and then boom, I don't have coffee for a week, or sometimes I don't have coffee for a month. But taking that excessive amount of caffeine out of my diet has definitely stabilized, and you don't have those ups and downs. And also just generally the way we're eating, and you would think, and that's what most people think, that all that fruit, all that sugar, you're going to be hyper, you're going to be uncontrollably energized all the time. And it's not. It's hard to explain, but I've got a lot of energy from the fruit, but I'm not like jumpy and all, hard to pin down, not hard to pin down, but hard to be still. I mean, I can be still, I can get things done, but I've got the energy to do whatever I want to do, and I wake up with that energy every day. And there's not, every once in a while there'll be a cloudy gray day, and it's probably more mental, a mood thing than anything else. But yeah, I don't have those off days, those low energy days at all anymore. One thing I found out, and this is very important, this is a good insight to pass along to people. You figure this thing out as you go and you adjust. But you can't follow. That's my biggest advice to people out there is like watch your videos, join groups, listen to people, listen to personalities, but you can't follow. You have to take the lead on this lifestyle. You have to take the lead really on anything you do in life. You can't just blindly put your trust into the hands of somebody else. It's the groupie mentality. I know some people see people on YouTube or they see brands or whether it's Facebook or whatever, and it's kind of cool and you like that person and you kind of relate or you relate to the people that are around them or their group, but that can be kind of faulty thinking when you don't. And it's okay if you like somebody, you can have your favorites that you follow and whatever, but just always in the back of your head you be in the driver's seat. And no matter how much you like a person, how much you resonate with a person, don't just totally follow somebody without thinking about it, without evaluating the information, without asking yourself why am I eating like this, and is it okay, this person says that it'll do this and this, is it doing this and this for you, not for this theoretical group out there for other people? Is it doing this for you? So you're your best groupie. You're your best groupie. You are your best guru. So hone those instincts, learn, and you take the lead. And use people on YouTube. Use any information out there as your tools, but don't use them as your end-all be-all. And one of the last things I'll talk about is stay away from those angry raw vegans out there, the militant, the almost uber religious types, because they ain't got nothing you want or nothing you need. And some things I almost like to not like generalize to everybody, but some things are they should be generalized, don't you think? Like this lifestyle, if you're eating clean, if you're eating light, it gives me nothing but a feeling of happiness, of just kind of positive. Don't want to get too hokey here, but it's just like nothing about it gives me any inclination towards being an angry person, and it's given me so much. I just want to pass as much of it along as I can. I don't care if why do I care if somebody doesn't agree with me 100%? See, that's ego right there. All the angry raw vegans or just high carb vegans or vegans in general out there, it's generally ego. I mean, it's there's just no real reason for it. I don't, if you're a raw vegan and you eat something that I don't eat, I'm not saying I'm going to start eating it, but there's no reason for me to be angry with you or to be snarky with you or to, say something rude to you or even to be condescending or like, or make you feel less than. It doesn't affect me whatsoever, and my path is my path. And focusing on what other people are doing is just kind of a waste of time. It's time that you could be focusing on learning something. You could be focusing on learning a recipe. You could be working on yourself. It's just this whole little world. I see so many people out there, in the social media, that they're more caught up into the world of this raw vegan thing and kind of the whole social aspect and the back and forth and the arguing and the debate and whatever, instead of really hunkering down and figuring things out and moving themselves forward to a healthier place. That's what I do every day, and that's what I expect to be doing every day for the rest of my life. Now, that's integrated into my whole way of doing things. It's not just about the food. I mean, yeah, this channel is mostly about the food, and it's highly about raw vegan, high carb vegan, but a lot of these things that I talk about, I apply to a lot of different areas of my life, so it's not like I'm not just focused on the raw vegan lifestyle as an end-all be-all for my health and well-being. Like I say, just like here, maybe that's why I don't have to be such a purist, and that's why I don't have to preach, and that's why I don't have to be so serious about it like others, because you know what, I get the real stuff here, and maybe I'm not getting all the toxins. Maybe you have to be a little bit more of a purist if you're living in a city, if you're living up north somewhere where you don't get any fruit, you don't get hardly any vitamin D, you're inside all the time, you're not breathing fresh air. See, I'm getting that all the time. I breathe fresh air every day. My door's open all day. Since I moved out of this house and up there especially, I am in fresh air. I'm taking in fresh air all day long. Now that the season has changed, vitamin D every day, almost since I've been back from the States. So Saturday will be 3 weeks. I've probably, out of 17 days, I've probably taken 15 days of vitamin D. It's flawless every day. So I can get that every day. And that's what really makes things work. So it's not just the food. There's a synergy between what you're breathing, the sunshine, getting hydrated, and the food. So, you know, maybe since I've got things clicking on other levels, I don't have to be so uptight, anal about the food. But I just couldn't even see being like that, just no matter where I am. So, you know, last thing I'll say is, like I say, choose your raw vegan communities, friends, networks, whatever, carefully, because some can really help you. Some can push you forward, some can support you, some can encourage you, and others you can just get caught up in the back and forth, the yan and just drama, and you're basically just wasting your time online, and it doesn't even really matter what the subject matter is. I've done that with different subject matters, with sports, with whatever, where you go into groups just to back and forth beat each other up and argue, but in the raw vegan lifestyle, it just doesn't serve me. So anyhow, those are just a few of the insights that I've had in my 5 years, and I'm just going to keep on moving forward and keep trying to learn, and I've got a long way to go to regenerate this whole body. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll hit that subscribe button, click on the bell, and check send me notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. And the weekend's almost here. Hope you guys have some fun plans for the weekend. Love you. Peace.